So, my last story I told you all about was balls deep action, eating booty like groceries, and tearing that ass up. Well, this story has elements of the last, but very different. Now, my mother-in-law, aka my wife's mom, doesn't know this story, fam, at all. But for you guys, I'll tell you the horrors that unfold. So, I get up at 9 a.m. Had to be at work at 12. And my mother-in-law was generally my ride to work. So after I hit the shower, I had a little breakfast, about 11 o'clock. Now, usually she comes down and knock on the door to let me know that she's up and ready to take me there. This was the first sign that I really should have paid attention, but it gets worse than this. So I'll continue. I decided to tiptoe in my Jordans, my ass up the stairs and see where she was. Second major sign. Number two, the TV wasn't on. Now, usually, she's always in the other room watching TV. She's a sci-fi lover. She watches Twilight Zone and those type of things. So I'm like, you know what? She's probably in the bathroom chilling. So I just wait there watching Animal Planet. I shit you not, the lion was wearing the ass out of another lion. And I'm sitting up here like, Simba, I see you, big fella. I see you, big daddy. Now, why am I watching Animal Planet? I have no clue. Animal Planet is very interesting to me. But anyway, skip that. So after a while longer, it's about 11:30. Mind you, I have to be at work at 12. Now, my job is literally 5 minutes, 10 minutes away. But I'm kind of getting like a little nervous. Like, okay, like usually she's knocking on the door to wake me up, tell me, yo, are you up? Blah blah blah. Let me know I'm ready. Well, I decided to go in her room. This was a big mistake. She didn't hear me. He didn't hear me. And in front of my eyes, I seen the worst things to ever take place on this earth. I seen two old folks getting it in, B. Never in my life have I seen such a horror. I've watched a lot of horror movies in my life. I've seen death in real life. But I have never seen a sight like this before. It looked like two tales from the crypt was battling in an epic battle where one was on top doing UFC fight. I, I really don't even want to get into it. It looked like two spoiled milks. You just forget it. Forget it. You know how the sound is supposed to sound like macaroni when you hit it right? Well, it sounded like it needed some lotion. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a little ashy. Mind you, I don't really want to get into too much detail because this shit was nasty. Like, and what made it worse, what made the whole situation completely worse, is she didn't see me, nor did they hear me. So I literally ran back downstairs. I almost threw up, to be honest with you. I almost called off work, but I didn't. So about 5 minutes later, maybe 10 minutes later, come downstairs, knock me up, ask me, yo, are you ready to go? And I kind of looked at her with the rocks people's eyebrow a little bit because I was just like, yeah, I'm ready. So for some reason, the radio wasn't working in the car or something. So it just happened to be like dead quiet when I got there, when we were in the car. And she's sitting up here talking to me, like asking me questions like, how was your sleep? You gonna have a good day at work? Blah, blah, blah. And I gotta sit there with the I didn't just catch you having sex face. Now, I know it's a natural, and very physical and emotional connection that you make with your woman. I have nothing wrong with that. As you heard in the past video, I'll be tearing that ass up too. I've never wanted to see my grandparents, nor do I want to see anybody over the age of 60 having sex. And this was a frightening sight. I don't wish this upon anybody. I don't even wish this on my worst enemies. But you know, you got people out there that are freaks that like this type of stuff. So if you are one of those freaks, I'm glad I might have made your day. But this story was, it was just thinking about it kind of. Anyway, have you guys had any weird experiences like this? Have you accidentally caught your grandparents getting it in, starting a forest fire? Let me know. My next little story, believe it or not, it gets worse than this. I'm not going to tell you what it is until that time, but it's much worse than this. It's probably the worst thing that you could probably imagine in your entire life. But it's been real. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll at your boy, man. Peace.